It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and right now you got it too. Enjoy another outstanding audio clip from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.
And on the line with us today, we have Dino Sajudin. We'll be discussing his fantastic book, Trump Doorman, available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And I will say, Dino was brought to our network, People of Distinction, today by some of the best movers in the business, Ingress Advertising Publishing. So if you have a book that you'd like moved, move it through Ingress. You can find them at ingressadvertising.com. And guys, listen, it is an absolute pleasure to have Dino here on the line because his book we're discussing today, Trump Doorman, right there in the title, you have an idea of what we're going to be covering, okay? And I don't know if I even need to say this, but this is a book that is so timely. We're going to be discussing Trump, and not only Trump, but the Trump organization. Okay, and Dino has an inside look. He has an inside observation of the Trump organization, and really the knowledge that he has is going to be second to none. The experience that he has is going to be so detailed, and it's a perfect time for a book of this magnitude. He's going to be talking from his experience working within the Trump organization. And he's written this book to give a detailed and direct narrative of what it was like. And listen, regardless of what side of the field you fall on, whether you're right, whether you're left, at the end of the day, he's only giving his experience. So personal opinion aside, facts are facts, okay? And that's really what we're going to be learning today. I'm so excited to have him here on the line. Listen, Dino is the expert. He's lived through this. He is going to be able to articulate all the nuances in his book much better than I ever could. So without further ado, Trump Doorman. Tell us a little bit about your book.
Basically, it's an inside viewpoint of someone who's worked for the company for several years. I started off basically as a doorman, and I eventually was turned into a shop steward, which gave me a very carte blanche, so to speak, with the Trump organization, and brought me more to the inside of how things work and how they view things, how they view workers and situations, and how they like to keep their private business private, and they expect you to do the same. Mm-hmm. So it's very much, I grew up in Brooklyn, so my experiences I've seen in Brooklyn of how like the mob works, I could definitely relate it to the way the Trump organization likes to run their organization. Like they want their business private, and they want you to follow suit when they tell you to. And if you don't, it's a problem. And that's pretty much what happened to me.
Wow. We're at the edge of our seat already. We just started. That's fantastic. Thank you very much for articulating that. Now, without giving too much away, can you articulate maybe some examples of exactly what you mean in terms of your experience that you had with the organization?
Sure. Without going into great details, like one example was that I was a shop steward, so I had to protect the interests of other coworkers. And in doing so, it was conflicting with what the Trump organization wanted to be said. Mm-hmm. And that resulted in me being called down to the big man's, building and having some dark room, closed doors conversations with the powers that be, and pretty much letting you know that this has to be a certain way, or there's going to be ramifications. And I'll leave it at that for right now.
It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and look forward to enjoying other outstanding audio clips from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.